This is my director's video for the shot-for-shot remake and the Sound Bridges homework. I'm basically going to be running through both videos and saying why I did the things that I did, how I did it, and also some of the challenges that I came across while doing it. So starting with the shot-for-shot, this was a task where we had to pick a scene from a movie from our genre. And my genre is horror, so I picked the movie Get Out, which is written and directed by Jordan Peele. And in the scene, this girl was sitting on her bed and she's on her laptop, and she's got a little silver tray next to her with a glass of milk and a little glass bowl of some snacks next to her. So basically, starting with the opening scene, which is of the milk, a close-up of the milk and the popcorn, which is what I used. That was the first challenge that I had, because it was actually really hard to keep it steady while I was filming, because it was a close-up, so I couldn't use a tripod because it would get in the way. I was on a bed and I had to get the close-up, but I had to keep it still. So that was the first challenge. Then it moves up to her, or in my case him, eating the popcorn, and he eats it really, sort of weirdly, keeping the hand up by the mouth. It then goes to over the shoulder shot of her looking up pictures of black basketballers, which makes sense for the film. And this is probably the biggest challenge, because I think I came in a bit too close rather than keeping it outside. As you can see, they're not exactly the same. They're a bit it's more of the view of what she would have rather than a sort of side view. So that was challenging as well. Then moves back to the person eating again, which is quite sinister in a way. And then it goes back to over the shoulder, which again should be more of a side view rather than straight ahead. It's of her looking at the black basketballer. It then switches to sort of a medium/long shot of her just sitting on her bed drinking the milk. And this is probably the best scene in terms of mimicking, because it's just it's exactly the same. And it was easy to film because the computer in front of him just had the scene going along it, so it was easy for him to just look at the computer while actually playing out the scene. So that was easy. Moving on to the Sound Bridges homework. This is basically where we had to make a short little film using 2 or more sound bridges, which are basically sounds that are used to sort of connect 2 little scenes together. So you can, as you can see from my first one, I start with an establishing shot, and you can hear the alarm sound before it goes over to the boy in the bed. So it switches over to the boy. He is waking up really slowly, and eventually wakes up, gets up, and you can hear, while he's yawning, you can hear the sound of the teeth brushing, which then shifts over to him actually brushing his teeth in the bathroom, which is the second sound bridge. The challenges of this one would mainly just be with the sounds. It was hard to sort of find sounds that worked with what I was trying to do, and it was hard to sort of find those ones that would make sense with why I would do that. So they were the main challenges.